You see everything on Twitter.
I do. That's like probably my favorite app these days.
Me too.
I know you still on MySpace? You're a little older.
MySpace is crazy.
We are The WAE Show, stands for What an Experience. I am Lonzo Ball. My guy Darren Moore, Anthony Salazar, and our special guest, Demo. Can you give her a nice introduction?
Very, very special guest today, okay? She's not just fast, she's a history maker, a record breaker, and now a gold medalist. She set the NCAA record in 100-meter hurdles with a blistering 12.36 seconds, proving she was built for greatness. She dominated the University of Kentucky, stacking up SEC titles, becoming an NCAA champion, and putting the world on notice. Then she took a step further, securing an Olympic gold in the 100-meter hurdles, crossing the line in 12.33 seconds, and solidifying her spot as one of the fastest hurdlers in the game. From record-breaking to standing on the world's biggest podium, she's proven her legacy is just getting started. Welcome to the WAE Show, Olympic gold medalist Masai Russell.
Welcome.
That sounded kind of legit.
You know what I'm saying?
Got all the facts in there.
We give long bios on this show. So appreciate you coming
Do
through.
everybody justice.
Before we get into it, we usually have a little mental update. So how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Appreciate you coming. Banks, how you doing?
I'm good, man. First live pod out here in the Bay. Something exciting, something new.
I like your fit today's a little better.
Good, looking good,
Man, appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
People. Demo, how you been, man?
Doing good. It's been a busy weekend, but it's been fun so far. Hope everybody tunes in tonight to Gelo's performance. He's actually rehearsing right now for his big-time performance tonight, so it's the only reason why he couldn't be here.
No, we didn't want him here. Let's be real.
So how you doing, man? How you been?
I was actually so sick the last week, so I'm blessed to be here, man, feeling like myself again. The light I can see outside, it's dark days, man.
Well, everybody congratulate Zoe on his extension with the Bulls, by the way.
Right.
Appreciate
Congrats
you.
on that, for sure.
Congratulations, man.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Okay.
All right, man, let's get into it. Well, usually Demo asks the questions, but you're a special guest, so I'm gonna start off with the first one today. Can you tell us about your upbringing and how did you get in track and field?
Yeah, so for me personally, I just want to take this off, honestly.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I feel like it makes you feel more comfortable, But for me, I started track at the age of 8, and it's the only sport that I've ever done competitively. I am not a basketball player. If you watch the All-Star game, you would see that, basketball and me do not go together. But yeah, my brothers did track, and I was just kind of following their steps. They ended up playing basketball, so track is the only sport that I've ever done.
Where are you in the siblings?
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle, yeah.
How
so
many of them?
It's 6 of us in total.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have 2 older brothers, 1 younger sister, and 1 younger brother.
Nice.
Yeah, so right in the middle. That's the best.
That's what's up.
Amazing.
And then following that up, we want to talk about your college life, the recruiting process, and how was that and what made you actually choose Kentucky?
Yeah, so my story was kind of crazy. I actually didn't choose Kentucky. I feel like Kentucky chose me because I went on 5 visits and none of those schools were hitting Kentucky.
Who were the last 5?
So I went to University of Texas. I'm lying. Texas A&M, University of Georgia, Miami, Tennessee, and Florida. So really good schools, but I never got that at-home feeling that everyone was saying you're supposed to get that at-home feeling, and I never got it. So long story short, I ended up committing to Tennessee, and then the coach that was recruiting me actually went to Kentucky, and he was like, I got a scholarship for you. You coming with me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm coming with you. I'm following you. So, I ended up going, and Kentucky ended up being the best school out of all the schools that I took a visit to. I'm still there, graduate. Post-grad? Now I'm just training there as a full-time professional athlete. So
you go back all the time?
Yeah, no, I live there.
Oh.
That's home.
Home.
I don't like to claim it as home, but yeah,
you might as
home.
well. I mean, why not?
No, I'm from the DMV. That's home.
Did you get to any of the basketball games while you were out there or no?
Yeah. More when I was done, just because I guess when basketball season was happening, we just always had a meet.
Yeah.
I'm y'all can't plan this at any other time. But yeah, no, so I got to see a couple of games.
This is not on there, but how was it balancing school and track at the same time? Because I know being in a basketball, for basketball, it was a lot, especially trying to get to class every day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So how was it for you? You could be honest on this show too. You don't have to give
Very
us
honest.
I mean, I was going to class, but I did a easy major. So because I knew I wanted to run professional track. I'm I wanted to be a doctor like my mother. Shout out to her. But
Shout out to moms.
Hey.
you know, going to college, trying to balance being like a doctor and a full-time D1 athlete and trying to go pro, you know, it's very possible. But for me, I didn't want to do that.
For sure.
I knew what I wanted, and I was to be like the best ever at track. So yeah, I mean, I went to class when they wasn't, you know, taking attendance.
Here and there.
And yeah, you know, I got through it, you know,
Right.
as everyone should.
How was the food there? Because we had about $50 to eat a week at UCLA. So
Yeah, many moons ago.
yeah, I was in
Chick-fil-A.
different times.
Where in, like, are you asking like the food in Kentucky or at the school?
At the school, like how was you eating?
I barely ate at the dining hall. So, I mean, it was solid, but I
Good
prefer
enough.
to cook. Yeah, good enough. Good enough to have me running fast.
That's what's up.
You know?
Okay. So let's talk about your Olympic preparation. Like, what was your game plan going into the Olympics?
Win. Win.
That's a real star right there that asked that.
Yeah. So let's talk about like leading up to the Paris 2024 Olympics. Like, what was your preparation?
Yeah, honestly, last season was like my worst season of my life. It was actually pretty sick. Like, I was running so slow. I was just like, what's going on?
Was there a reason?
Yeah, it was a couple of reasons. Because when I left college, I had broke records. I did really good. So I was just expecting to get signed like right after college. And, you know, it didn't work out. I had a contract, but I didn't agree with the things that was happening in the contract. So I actually walked away from it, and then I was just expecting to get picked up like immediately after that. So it was a little slower than I expected for it to go, you know. I was just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna just have faith. And then the next season came around and there was still no contract. I'm like, all right, what's happening? So then, more of the story, yeah, I just went into the season unsponsored, and I was supporting myself, going to pro meets, just kind of just out there doing my thing. And then I finally got picked up by Nike. So I was just really thinking about how other people was portraying me, and my mind wasn't focused on just competing, where I, you know, how I was thinking when I was in college. So that was really where my mind was at. And then I got signed with Nike. My first outdoor meet signed, I fell because we are running into barriers when I do my event. And yeah, I hit the ground pretty hard, and I was just really scared to hurdle. I was scared to fall. I was scared to just mess up. And when you're scared at anything that you do, it's gonna happen because you're thinking about it not happening. So that's really what affected me, and my times were just like terrible. So I got to the U.S. trials because if you don't know, in America, it's the hardest team to make, and we have to qualify and we have to be top 3 in the nation to then go on to the World Championships or to the Olympics. And yeah, so when I got to the Olympic trials, I was like, you know, everything that has already happened has happened. Like, I've already fallen, I've run slow, so it's a clean slate. It's another time, it's another opportunity to make it happen. And I went out there and broke the Olympic trials record. I won. I ran the 4th fastest time in history, number 2 all time in America.
Amazing. Give it up.
Yeah.
Number
Amazing.
2 fastest.
Yeah, and then I brought that same momentum into the Olympics. You know, like I said, my goal was just to win. I was like, just keep people at your back. It was 3 rounds. I think I won my first race, not the second one. I came second in the semifinals, and then in the finals, I was like, I'm gonna run my butt to that line. And I did just that. So yeah, that was just like the whole spiel of the preparation.
That's
Appreciate
amazing.
that.
Like, you know, like Zoe's got 82 games a year. And so in the Olympics, you have like 4 years to prep.
Yeah.
How do you stay locked in for that? Like, takes real mental focus.
Yeah, so that's the thing. A lot of people don't really know how the professional track circuit works. Like, people think that we only compete at the Olympics, just like, all right, we're waiting for the Olympics every 4 years. Like, no, we have races in between that. We have Diamond Leagues, we have World Championships. So World Championships is every 2 years, and then the Olympics is every 4. So for us, like, I'm signed by Nike, so I'm competing on the circuit throughout the whole entire year. I have bonuses in my contract. I have meets that I have to go to. I have a certain amount of meets that I have to compete in. So it's not just like you're sitting there waiting for 4 years. Of course, like, that's the big meet that everyone is like banking on, but it's a lot that goes on in between the 4 years, if that makes sense.
So we want to elaborate a little more on the Olympic experience. So how was it being able to balance everything while still showing up to perform at your peak?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was different just because when I got out to Paris, I was there like 2 weeks before I competed. And I mean, Paris was a vibe. Some people hate it, some people love it. I loved it, especially because I won there. Like, come on now. And then the shopping was like everything. The food was good. I had a good time. But the only thing that was different for me, I didn't compete to the last like 3 or 4 days of the competition. Like, we were the last days. So, you know, being on social media, seeing people either like, you know, live up to their dreams or not compete in the way that they wanted to. I'm like, all right, I have to detach from social media because like, I don't need any of that bad energy over here. Like, you're just seeing so many highs and lows. Like, some people saying their whole life story, and then some people are like, I did it. So for me, I was, you know, just trying to stay locked in, stay poised. I was kind of sad that I competed the last couple of days because I'm just seeing like all my friends do great. And my roommate, her name is Tara Davis. I don't know if you guys know her. She's pretty known. She won the women's long jump. And we were roommates, so our goal was just to win. So she competed before me. She ended up winning. And I was like, all right, like, she already done got the momentum going for the room where the energy is high. And yeah, we went out there. She went out there, did her thing. Then I went out there. I won. So the energy was just high. The vibes were like on 10. I got an hour and a half of sleep that night.
Oh my God.
Really? Wow.
Yes, after that, like, I could not sleep. I didn't sleep till I got back to the States, really.
You was just too anxious, or you just was looking forward to winning?
No. So, I don't know how much sleep I got the night before the final, but I'm saying, like, after I had won, like, we went
You don't need to
out.
sleep
I
after
had
that.
interviews. I had news. Like, I didn't sleep literally till I got back to the States.
How you supposed to do it?
Yeah, I was so drained.
I want to pivot back a little bit, though. You said that you kind of failed a little bit coming up, and I think that's part of the journey that makes it, you know, so beautiful at the end, especially, you know, when you get knocked down, you get picked back up. Who kind of helped you through that process? Because I failed plenty of times. I know it wasn't just me,
Yeah.
you know, looking in the mirror, you know, getting right. So who was your support system through it?
Yeah, I have to say it was definitely my boyfriend, for sure, just because we lived together at the time, and like, he was the person that was like with me every single day. And I'm not like a negative person, and I'm so positive, and everything that I put out is just positivity. So I was now faced with adversity, and I had to be that positive person to myself, and I wasn't always at times. I had really bad practices. It was just different for me. And going into the professional space, as you would know, it's different. It's an adjustment.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. So I have to say that, like, my boyfriend was definitely that support, like, whenever I needed to talk, vent. And he was like, you know, at the end of the day, you doing all this complaining, but you still got to get the job done.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do?
Shout out him.
So let's touch on your Olympic gold victory a little bit. How was that? Tell us about winning the Olympic gold medal, and how was that just, you know, accomplishing something so big?
A dream. I can't put it no other way. Like, I was standing there, like, standing behind the podium before they called my name up, and they were like, the Olympic champion, Masai, and I was just like to this day, it's still crazy.
Yeah.
Like, every time I look at my medal, I'm just like, I won the Olympics. What the heck? Like, I won the Olympics. It's like one of those things for me, and for like a lot of like women in track, the Olympics for track athletes is the pinnacle. Like, it doesn't get any higher than that. So everyone as a kid is always like, I want to go to the Olympics, I want to go to the Olympics. Going to the Olympics as a U.S. athlete, you know, no knock to any other country, but like Team USA is like sick. So going to the Olympics as a Team USA athlete is just crazy. Yeah. Then to medal is even more crazy. Then to get the gold in my event, in the 100 hurdles, like the women's 100 hurdles is the most competitive event, like, right now. It's just crazy. So it just was truly like a dream. Like,
That's amazing.
can't put it no other way. I like look at that medal, I'm just
I
like.
kind of want to piggyback on that. What, like, I want to know, like, so you about to run the race. You obviously run throughout the year, but this one race, you got basically 10 seconds to get down there.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? Like, because in basketball, it's like, okay, I can miss a shot, but I can make up for it. You
That's
feel
what I'm
me?
a little
Like,
jealous about.
That's
I'm
a
like,
lot of stuff I could do.
you know?
I got 48 minutes. Like, you got one, like, you got to be your fastest for this quick split second. So, like, what are you thinking when you're on the line about to take off?
So for me, when I'm not thinking about anything, that's how I know it's going to be like really great. Like, of course, leading up to it, your mind is just everywhere. Like the night before the race, like, I really couldn't sleep. I was just like tossing and turning. It's like for me, I wasn't trying to overthink it. Like, this is about to be the biggest race of your life. It's just another race with 10 hurdles. Like, don't overthink it more than what it is.
Yeah.
And, I mean, of course, it was the Olympics, but I didn't want to think about it like, oh, I'm at the Olympics. But when I was in the call room, like 5 minutes before I went out, I was like, this 12 seconds can change my life forever. So, like, make it count and don't regret the next 4. Like, don't wait till the next 4 years to make it happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's possible. Like, no one knows what the result is going to be until it's over. So, like, do it.
It was a close race too.
Yeah, it was very close. And as you can see, I came off that last hurdle and I ran to that line. I was like, I'm going to get something out of this.
And you did.
And when I see my name come up, like, it just meant everything. It meant, like, everything that I had went through just from that season alone was just, I don't know, I feel like I just witnessed God in that moment.
Yeah.
It's just sick.
You're a legend forever. I mean, you're in the books forever. So
Yeah,
In
it's
the
crazy.
books.
Amazing.
It's crazy.
Amazing. Who have been your role models growing up?
I always say my mom, once again, because she's a doctor, for one, and she had a lot of struggles, had a lot of adversity, and she made both of my parents made a lot of sacrifices for us to be where we're at today. I mean, it's not easy having multiple kids around the same age, trying to balance sports, school, work, their life, and everything else. So definitely looking up to my mom, wake up super early in the morning, leaving out in the middle of the night to go on call. It just showed me what like true hard work and dedication is. And I feel like that's why my work ethic is, where it's at now. I always tell my mom, like, her work ethic is strong in her books and her working in people's mouths and doing all of that. And my work ethic is super strong, like on the track, in the gym, grinding, running, working, doing my thing. So, she definitely taught me what work ethic is, for sure.
Amazing. Amazing.
Shout out to
Mom.
you.
Shout out,
There
Mom.
you go. And then learning so much along the way, what advice or words of wisdom would you say to inspire the younger athletes coming up that want to be, in your shoes?
Yeah, I would just tell all the young girls, I don't even like to just put it on the young people. I just tell anybody, like, whatever you want to do in life, like, if you believe that that's what you want to do it. Like, I don't want to say just do it. Like, I'm a Nike athlete, but, like, literally, if you believe that you can do it, just work towards that goal every day and have faith in your process and believe in yourself, believe in your signs that's calling you to whatever that is. Because I feel like everyone on this earth has a passion and everyone on earth has a purpose. And, you're not going to be fulfilled until you find that purpose. Like, it shouldn't feel like you're working every day. It's hard work, but it shouldn't feel like something that you don't like doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should want to do what you're doing every day. So I would just say, pursue your purpose, pursue your passion, believe in yourself, and just work hard. Like, nothing in life comes easy. Like, nothing. Like, nothing. So it takes a lot of hard work, but that's what I think you asked me that, right? Yeah. I think that's what I would say.
Well, speaking of work, though, what is it like a normal? So for someone that doesn't know, I ran track back in the day. I know he
Okay,
didn't.
wait, well, what event did you do?
I was a high jumper in the 200.
Okay, I can see that.
I got smoked 8th grade and I quit.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
Hey.
Anyways, what does a normal work day look for you as far as training wise?
Yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I have practice. So 4 days a week, I'm like running or hurdling for when we do hurdles, I'm practicing for probably 3 to 4 hours a day. And then I lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then if I don't have a meet on the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm probably getting a massage, doing some type of treatment. But everything I'm doing throughout the week is all towards one goal. And that's just to, I won the Olympics, but this year we have world championships and I'm trying to double it again. I'm trying to break the world record this year. I have a meet next weekend. I'm still in season. That's why I was not getting no rebounds yesterday. I'm like, let me stay out the paint.
Fair.
I'm like, let me back up. I still got to show up to practice on Monday.
You just get some good cardio in.
Yeah, I got some good cardio in.
Yeah.
I worked out early in the day and then I came and, got my cardio going on the court. But like I said, I was like, y'all got that. I'm going to stay out the way. I still got to practice. But that's what a normal work week looks like. It's just every day is something new.
And then the meets, I remember they used to be so long. Did they feel that long to you too?
So the pro meets, the college and pro meets are better. Like them AAU and USATF, it be 30, 40 heats. They need to have a standard. I guess it all is inclusive, but, sometimes this is definitely overbearing. That's why I said, like, my dad, he used to be at the track with us all day. I'm, 24, about to turn 25. My other brother's 26, and then my younger brother's 22. So we all were, like, in different age groups, but super close. So we used to be at the track for, like, 6, 7, 8 hours at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to my dad.
Shout out Pop.
Man.
Yeah, but wait, what was the question you said?
You answered it. I mean, it was already a long
Okay,
answer.
yeah, I couldn't remember. I was like, I got off track.
Yeah.
But since you touched on it a little bit, let's talk about the NBA All-Star game. How was it being selected to that, and just how was the process and being out there?
I had a ball. I had a great time. I wasn't nervous or anything. I'm like, I'm not a basketball player. And then when I started seeing them play, I was like, oh, I'm good. I can get in. Like, I'm good. Everyone was missing everything. So I was just out there. I told everyone, one thing y'all gonna expect from me is to serve some looks, be cute, have some positive energy, and call it a day. No, I told you I wasn't doing nothing.
Great teammate.
Yeah, right. Yeah, our team, that's the reason why we won, because we had a really
Good energy.
we
good vibe.
had good energy. We was working together as a team. 2 Chainz told me I was doing all right. So, that's all I needed to know.
Perfect.
Who's your favorite NBA team and player?
Favorite NBA team
and player.
is this Boston Celtics.
Okay.
Because my family is I'm not from Boston, but, it just runs in my blood. And favorite player, I don't think I have a favorite player, but if I had to say anybody, I guess it would be like LeBron, just because like he's literally the GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Option.
Okay.
A lot of basketball questions in. Who's your favorite athlete, period? Any sport.
Favorite athlete?
Like growing up.
Myself. It's like,
That's a great answer.
I feel like that's why like I was able to be like really good, like really quick, because a lot of people, they're like idolize like their opponents, but I never really looked at anybody like, oh my gosh, I want to be like them. I'm like, no, I'm trying to be better than them.
Right.
So I don't want to say like I don't have a favorite athlete. If I could say,
Maybe when you was a kid.
I'm gonna say Sonya Richards and Allison Felix are track runners.
Okay.
There you go.
Amazing. So there's a ton of like Kentucky alumni.
Hold on, let me pull my phone up. I got a list.
So give us your all-time Kentucky NBA starting lineup.
Okay, I wouldn't say all time, but I would just say current.
Okay. that's
Current
fair.
that
We can do
left.
We can
I'm
do
gonna
that.
say PJ Washington,
Okay.
Tyler Hero, Anthony Davis, Emmanuel Quickly, and Shai Gilgeous.
Okay.
Gilgeous?
Yeah.
I don't know how to
That's
pronounce
good.
his last
That's
name.
just good.
That's a good lineup.
Yeah,
That's a good
Oh,
fight.
you got one?
yeah.
It's here's those.
Yeah.
Anthony.
time?
I would say Anthony Davis for sure.
Okay.
Like when they were in college,
Yeah.
I low-key need John Wall.
Oh, I forgot about.
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus
Right.
Cousins is a good one.
Look, he's like them.
Rondo was nice, but there's some other, I don't know, there's some guards over there. Like I might throw Fox in there over Rondo.
Ooh.
And then probably like, I need a defender, probably like Kid Gilchrist.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm trying to make a good team.
All
You know?
right,
There you
all
go.
right. Okay. Okay.
They got a lot of people to choose from.
Okay.
So speaking of basketball and then track and field, we're gonna do a new segment. We're gonna do which athletes in the NBA would perform at the best in certain track meters
Yeah.
and runs.
Yeah, I got my list together.
So which NBA player would win the 100-meter or 200-meter?
I said John Morant.
John Morant?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
100?
And 100?
Yeah,
Probably would start off fast.
yeah.
What about De'Aaron Fox?
I guess that's what I was about to say, De'Aaron
100?
Fox. Yeah, maybe.
Did he run track?
He's
He
just
don't run
quick.
track, but he's very
Fast.
fast.
Yeah.
Fast. I got John the 200 though.
John the
I
200?
got John the 200. Yeah.
Maybe if Zoe throws on his wheels, we'll throw him
Hey,
at the
man.
top 200.
Like I said, 8th grade was the last track meet I had, bro. I lost to two soccer players. I didn't feel right getting bronze, bro. I was just pissed, honestly. Told my dad, I'm like, though, take these Taconis or whatever they were. I'm like, take the little tight ass shorts, bro.
Last day. That was last
Them
day.
shorts do be tight.
Tight as hell.
Do be tight.
I'm a kid. I'm like, I'm supposed to be wearing these? Like, I don't know.
They got draws.
I had a tank top on. I look fast, but
Yeah. Wait. So was you fast or were
I was
they
fast
just faster?
until it was like, you know how the farther you go, you get to get more and more schools that come in.
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
farther you go. So at the end, yeah, like when it got branched out to people outside of just my district,
Yeah.
like I was fast at my school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as all
I know you
Cali,
start competing against.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Cali, they're really good at track here.
Nah, I got smoked. Like it was bad.
Yeah, it's okay. You probably was good at high jump though, right?
Yeah, I won the high jump.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I won the high jump.
Speaking of
Got
high
a little
jump,
flop.
which NBA player you think will win the high jump?
I
In the long jump.
said.
Shit, John Morant.
John Morant.
I was
got
no.
Zach.
That's what I'm saying. I did
Yeah.
have him for that.
Zach.
I got Zach for the
in
high jump.
jump would be a good one. Zach.
Who is that?
Zach.
Zach
Levine.
Levine.
Yeah.
Okay, I said Anthony Edwards just because. Well, I don't know
That's a
about
safe-
for
that's a
high
good
jump more so. I would say long jump just because he's like athletic, so he probably just be able to run and just jump far. But
That's a good one.
high jump, I'll probably say John Moran again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh killing
Or
it.
you.
No, not no more. Not no more. Not no more. I'm a little older now.
Them knees hurting.
You know what I'm saying? Good ice
Icy
bath
hot.
after the game.
So what about the hurdles?
In your field, yeah, the hurdles.
Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh.
I don't know. You think Donovan? I feel like he gotta be a little taller.
Yeah, you need somebody.
But
he
you
might
gotta
win
be,
some hurdles.
actually, I mean, for the men's hurdles, you do gotta be like a little tall.
Yeah.
But it's more just like a technical thing. Like
Like, you just gotta
if
get
you're
your foot over
taller,
that.
that means your parabola is gonna be like higher. But like if you're shorter, you could be like a little further away from the hurdle and it's like a longer parabola.
You're the professional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll go with D. Mitch.
Roll with it.
there we go. So then let's go into the next one. Let's say, which NBA player do you think would win the shot put?
Shaq.
Shaq. Shaq.
Shaq or Charles Barkley.
I got Steven Adams, if you know who that is.
I don't know
if
who
you
that is.
He's like,
What about Zion?
I was gonna say Zion. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zion Williamson, right?
Yeah.
I'm going Steven Adams.
Yeah.
Steven Adams.
All three of them.
I don't think Zion won a
Definitely Olympic gold.
shot put. Like, he might feel a little disrespected.
Okay.
But yeah. What,
And then the decathlon, right?
what is that? Is that the
what-
pole joint?
No. So the decathlon is 10 events. I don't know all of them, but it's the men only do the decathlon. But I know it's like the pole vault, high jump,
Oh, it's all
I
purpose.
think long jump,
Oh, I'm going with
400.
Bron.
Yeah, no, I literally put LeBron. I definitely put LeBron.
Yeah.
He's probably the most well-rounded.
Yeah.
Even though he's 50.
Yeah.
Let's do some fan zone questions.
Let's open it up to the fans. Any questions from you guys that you guys want to ask from anybody up here? We'll open the floor to you guys.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Where do you store your medals?
I can't tell you that. It's somewhere safe though.
There you go. Any other questions?
What's your thought right before the gun goes off? Do you just go clear, or you're like, there's something at the end of the line? But what's your like thought, or is it you just black out and go?
Yeah, I just black out. The best performances is when you're not thinking. So it's just like blackout, brain clear, just dialed in. Nothing nothing around me could have affected me from getting to that line. That's all I'm gonna say.
Go.
You got any superstitions before you run?
That's actually a really good question because a lot of people do. No, I mean for me, I just like to be really mellow before I compete. Not too high, not too low. But yeah, nothing like I gotta wear these socks, I gotta wear these underwear. Like, nah, nothing crazy.
What does track training look like at 8 years old?
I don't even remember. I don't know. I feel like when I was a kid, I was just running. Like, I feel like I never got tired. I just used to be running. Like, I don't know what I used to do. I mean, my dad could probably answer that question more than I can. But I don't remember. I just remember running. Like, I only started to remember my workouts when I got to high school. But when I was like a baby, I don't remember nothing. I just feel like I was running everywhere.
What new track clubs you run for? What was your favorite memory?
I ran for Glenarden Track Club for like a year and a half. I then went unattached where my dad was my coach. And then I competed for it's called Fast Track Club. It's in PG County, Maryland, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Shout out to us, DMV, period. My favorite memory was actually coming to Sacramento when I was 10 years old. I came third place. My dad was my coach, and I actually ran into a tree right before I ran. And I didn't think my dad was gonna make me run. And he's like, "What are you doing? Like, you're still running. Like, we came all the way across the country. You're gonna run." So yeah, I came third place and I PR'd. And yeah, I was 10 years old traveling across the country.
At what age did you know you had a special gift that separates you from the plan?
That's a really good question. I feel like I always knew I was good, but I think when I got to college, I was just like, all right, like I always was so like, I almost had it. I always come second or third. And I'm like, what do I got to do to win? Like, what do I got to do? So then my last year, I just really just kept believing and having faith. And then I broke the collegiate record indoor. I ran 775 in the 60 hurdles. So it's the fastest college race ever in history. And I was like, all right, like, I could go pro now. And then I like opened up the season outdoor, ran another fastest time ever in college history. So I was like, all right. And then I made the world championship team. I was like, all right, I could do this. I could do this and make some good money. So yeah, I think honestly, I was always good, but I think I started to realize I was great my last year in college for real.
Can we double that to Lonzo? When did you know you had a gift?
I'll probably say 7th grade. That's when I kind of knew like, okay, NBA is really realistic for me. I was just really advanced at a young age, I feel like, and I played up a lot, my whole life. So it was kind of hard to gauge at first because I was like, these dudes is better than me, but they also, 6, 7 years older than me. So 7th grade was like the first year I got to play my first time playing my age group, really, because kids go to high school and they can't play anymore, for the middle schools and stuff like that. So that was kind of like my first gauge cluster, if you will. And it was a lot of fun. I'll say that. So that's probably when I first started thinking like, wow, I could definitely make it. I just took it on from there. I actually have a question for you. What is your favorite place that you've ran?
Oh, I mean, if I say Paris, that just sounds kind of lame.
It's a good answer.
No, definitely Paris for sure, of course, because I won the Olympics there. But I actually like running it's called Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon.
Wow.
Surprisingly, I've run my fastest times in there. So if I break a world record, it'll probably be on that track. No cap.
Go.
Is there a particular type of music that you listen to prior to running or a motivational speaker?
I like to listen to motivation, like Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker. I like to listen to him before I get to the track. That's like the prep before I get to the track, because people don't understand. Like being in an individual sport is like so nerve-wracking. I'm like jealous of like basketball, football, volleyball players, because like I just feel like it's not that nerve-wracking because you have other people around you. So I used to not, I guess, look at it in a positive way when I was younger, because I used to be like overly nervous and I literally couldn't eat. But now I'm like, I have the power to do what I want. I have the power to determine my destiny. And I listen to, like I said, the motivational speaks like before, and then when I get to the track, I'm cranking. Lil Baby.
Get in that mode.
It feels wrong to say Drake these days.
I mean,
to each his own.
It feels so wrong. Yeah, let's just leave it at Lil Baby. Some Raw Wave. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with.
That's what's up.
Okay. So we have a segment here where we do a fit check.
Bro's confident.
Ooh,
'cause he got a
Zoe's
nice
favorite.
today.
So who wants to start first?
Let's let her start off
Let her
first
guess.
today.
I'll go. I'm not going to stand up, though.
You don't have to.
You don't have
Okay.
You don't have
All right. Subtle fit check. I was being lazy today. I got the Rick Owens and the Fendi, what is this, like a zip up?
Windbreaker.
Olympic diamond necklace, period.
There you go.
Olympic chain, diamond earrings, and ponytail. Not by me.
There you go. Demo, you want to go next?
Okay, I got some Rick Owens on. A Mary two-piece on. Simple.
Suited.
Fresh
Simple.
cut.
Nice and suited.
Shout
Wait,
out
what's the
Vic.
glasses?
Shout
What's
out
the
Pop.
Shout out Vic. You know what I'm
Shout out Barbara Vic, man.
Yep, something simple, man.
Oh shoot, I forgot to say what on my other diamonds and the Cartier on the wrist.
Hold on, the
Cartier
accessories.
glasses. No, you didn't say what glasses you have on now.
Oh yeah, these is I don't even know what these are. These might be vintage frames actually. Yeah,
He probably has
Watch.
glasses on about 95% of the time.
all the time.
98.
Rolex.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, big step.
good.
Big glasses guy.
Big.
And he gets his hair cut every 3 days.
Every three. You want to go ahead, Zoe?
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'll go. I got on just, my aloe fit, man. My good people's dropped it off for me today. Socks, little pants. You know what I'm saying? I've been running around all week. Like I said, I was sick, couldn't get a cut, so I'm up here just thugging.
Don't forget your custom J's on the table.
I did get some new
J's.
J's today that are
Nice.
very, very
Amazing,
fashionable.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fire.
Those are my favorite.
You like them?
Yeah, I like those.
What size you wear?
What size do you think I wear?
If I had to look at your foot right now, I'm going with size 9.
A 9. I'm 5'4".
That's a bad
Six?
guess. Yeah.
Close.
7.5.
I'm a 7 in women's. 7.
7 in women.
Yeah, 7.
That's bad.
5.5
that's
in
bad.
men's.
Yeah.
Those look kind of big. Rick Owens run big then.
I think they look pretty small. They do be looking big. They look like clown shoes.
I was really comparing it to Ant's foot. It looks bigger than his. So. I
Similar.
just took a guess. I know he was a 7.
What size you
That's
wear?
straight, man.
I wear a 13.
Okay, that's not that bad.
It's
For
actually
how
great. It's
tall
like
you
the
are.
perfect size.
Yeah.
You can still go in the store and pick some stuff
Yeah.
out. I got a lot of friends that can't do that.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I've seen like size 18 shoes.
Yeah, like you might as well just put those away somewhere, brother.
Wear some Crocs. Call it a day.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got on today. Banks, go ahead. I know you're smiling. It's your fit off, so go ahead, bro.
Today I came in the New Era LA hat. Nice, I don't even know what you call this, a sweater vest with the collar. There you go. Cardigan pullover. Some trousers and some Doc Martens, man. That's the fit check.
New hat finally.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
Clap it up for that.
Yeah.
Still had even though we're in the Bay, I still had to support LA, man. Forgive me.
So at the end of the fit check, usually we do a ranking. So
Ranking.
I mean, I usually go first. Usually Banks is in last. He actually did very well today. So I'm gonna go with you first. Obviously, appreciate you.
Thank
coming
you.
through.
Definitely.
Appreciate you.
Baby hairs is laid down.
Yep,
I appreciate
yep,
that.
yep,
Thank
yep.
2, I'm going with. I actually like. I like this fit, but I gotta go with Banks, man.
Okay, Banks.
Appreciate
Okay.
it.
That's probably the best fit that you have on.
It really is though.
No,
It really
he
is,
says,
though.
Crazy.
he
It really
says
is,
that
though.
every other
We've done,
every
like,
other
what
month.
number?
He'll say
It's
that.
pretty.
It really is.
Got a couple episodes, man.
Yep.
You got a lot of last place votes. A lot of
It's okay.
non-podium fits.
That's a good one.
We're at
Good
an
one,
even
Banks.
balance. We're at an even balance.
Okay.
But I'll give you 2 today.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll give you 3, bro. I like the cut.
Appreciate
Or
that,
use.
man.
Yeah, the hair is laid.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
Every 3
What's
days.
your
I'm
hair
not
care
capping.
routine?
There goes barber right there.
Right,
Take
man.
him everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Vic, man.
I'm gonna take 4 just because I came comfy today. That's all.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're casually
Love
stepping
you,
though. It's
Alabama.
subtle.
If something was to happen, I can get there first.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not in front of me though.
No, yeah, facts. Second. Strong second. Strong second.
You probably are faster than me.
I don't think so.
He has.
I
Y'all
just seen your
made me
race on the
fast.
way here. I was like, yeah.
Nah, y'all made me fast. Y'all be surprised.
Over the hurdles, though?
Okay, now I'm saying a flat race.
I'm getting smacked on the hurdles.
You probably take 3 steps. I'm gonna take 10, and we still be in the same spot.
He
Race in the summer.
does run his miles pretty fast. Once
I
those
used to. I used to
once
like
his
it.
lunges.
Do you like long distance running?
No.
Yeah, I bet.
I hate running. I actually hate running. I love hurdling. I hate running.
Keep it honest.
Yeah, I do not like running.
Well, you can give your rankings for the day.
All right, I'm gonna go with you number 1,
Appreciate that.
Okay, D-Mo.
Appreciate that.
2,
Wow.
3.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Damn, it's the Shrek. Is it the Shrek pants?
Well, I mean, of course, like me first, then in the rest of the
2,
order.
3,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Sorry.
You good? You good? I'll go ahead and go 1, Demo 2, me 3, Zo 4.
Yep.
Go ahead, Zo.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go. So now Zo's favorite part of the show. Go ahead and take it away. man.
ZO 2 cents. I don't know if you know
Yeah.
what that is. I just asked 2 random ass questions. pretty
Okay.
much. Sometimes I have them pre-recorded. Sometimes I just think of them on the spot like I'm going to do today. So my first cent of the day is, well, we kind of discussed it a little bit in the back. I seen this on Twitter. A man was just getting married to a woman, and the woman reached out to her ex to say goodbye.
Oh,
What-
hell no. No.
What are our thoughts on that?
No.
Negative.
Hard no.
Hell no.
Hard no.
Like, can't be done.
No.
No.
Should've said-
She said she was just, moving on to a new chapter of her life.
She just wanted some attention.
Right.
Yeah.
She should have moved on before I was in the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're calling the wedding. It's over.
Yeah,
It's
no.
over.
Heck no.
Yeah, no. Walking out the door.
Wow.
Yeah. Might
Out
take
of
the
there.
ring back.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I would never be in that situation.
Period. As you should never be.
Yeah. Like I said, I see it on Twitter, so I mean.
I know, you
Or
see
X.
everything on Twitter.
I do. That's like probably my favorite app these
Yeah,
days.
me too.
I know you still on MySpace? You're a little older.
MySpace is crazy.
MySpace.
Facebook.
MySpace is crazy.
Yeah. Facebook is like the new one.
Old too. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
Facebook is
Yeah.
like, you know where the old heads be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, yeah.
okay, second cent of the day.
Okay.
If you can take any movie role in any movie and you're that person, who would it be?
Ooh,
Man.
that's a great.
That's a little better, right?
That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
great
good
one.
question.
Yeah.
I just don't watch enough movies.
You don't watch movies?
I watch
you
movies,
like
but not enough.
More of a show
I'm
type
more
of person?
shows, yeah.
You could pick a show.
a show.
Annalise Keating, maybe?
I might just go.
Baddies.
I'll start
You
it
don't know
off
about
and,
that?
and say Spider-Man. I'll just go ahead.
Which
flying
one?
Around.
Ooh, I know one.
Bro, just trying to talk to Zendaya, bro.
I'll do probably the second one. I like the second one a lot.
What's his name?
Yeah. What?
Oh, I'm not good with actors' names. Y'all know that. I probably watch the least movies up here. So, what's his name again from the second one?
Is it the older Spider-Man or the new one?
No, older.
The OG one?
Garfield?
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire?
There you go.
Okay.
I would say Catwoman.
Catwoman?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because I'm flexible, fast, slick and sly.
So we got 2 superheroes. What you taking?
I'm trying to think, man. I might have to go superhero too. I might have to go Batman.
Why Batman?
I don't know.
He doesn't have any powers.
Yeah, but he's got money.
He has,
Period.
he has a lot of that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
What about you?
If I had to pick one character, I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I think Denzel in Training Day was kind of
I thought about
that.
Yeah, but he
He
died.
went out
He
crazy.
dies crazy.
But like, he's a legend
He
though.
is a
like,
legend. He is a legend. Is that his best movie?
I don't know. Deja Vu is pretty fire to me, to be honest.
It's a good one.
Great catalog that he has. Hard to choose from.
What's your favorite show?
Power.
Wow. Did you watch all of them?
Come on now.
Like, I just finished the one
That's
with
my
Tyreek.
favorite show.
Finally.
Yeah, no, that's a good show.
Is it over?
I don't know.
The way it ended is like,
Yeah, it's like
He'll
kind of
probably end
left
up
us on a
in jail.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's so many different
did you
spinoffs.
watch like the Tommy ones? And
Yeah,
the Kane
yeah.
ones?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I did. I think I finished all of them.
I didn't finish the Kane one.
I tapped that. I can't though.
Kane. What's that? Racing Kanan?
Yeah. Yeah.
I may or may have not. I don't know. It was a little slow.
I feel you.
But I watched like the main Power book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all of those.
I like them.
What's your favorite show?
You don't watch any.
I'm not. My all-time favorite show is
Entourage.
Entourage. Yeah,
Entourage,
I was just
yeah.
about Entourage.
I feel like that's our life sometimes. Man.
Yeah, they definitely go hand in hand with that show a lot. So
I like Game of Thrones. I got into that recently.
Yeah, I heard of it.
It's a long show.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones or House of Dragons?
I think Game of Thrones is better than House of Dragons, but I do like the dragons though. Like if I could have a pet,
Right.
I would take a dragon. Yeah.
Okay.
But that concludes the show. I appreciate you. We appreciate you for coming out here.
Thanks
Blessing
for
the stage
having
us.
me, y'all.
we appreciate y'all as well.
Out
Thank you.
as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Thanks,
Tap
guys.
in next week.
Yeah.